My son Keanthony and Rain were best buddies. She looked up to him so much. So when Keanthony went away, it was exceptionally hard for her.
We got a call that my brother was suspected for a murder. And being a 7-year-old, it wasn't really it didn't really hit me because okay, I know my brother wouldn't do that, you know? And then on his 21st birthday, my mom sat us all down. It was the day before his trial, and she told us that he wouldn't come home, that he was taking a plea deal of life without parole, without the possibility of parole. I remember the first time going to see him was after my 8th birthday, and it didn't really hit me until then. Seeing him on the TV screen, it was like, dang, I can't touch my brother. May 24th, 2017, my brother got set up and he got killed. He was shot multiple times from the back, and they left him there, and he was found closer to the morning.
Antonio was in a vehicle parked, sitting on the side of the street. We don't know why. We don't know who. And I know that that's hard for her because there's no closure, because she doesn't know why her brother's gone.
So it was kind of like, dang, I just lost a brother last year. I'm losing another one now. So it was just like a moment of shock, really.
During that time, she would have panic attacks. She had a lot of nightmares. She kind of withdrew from the outside world, not the family, but the outside world, because there were so many people who knew what was going on with her one brother, and they were very judgmental. And so in order to keep from having to hear those things and having to go through those things, she kind of withdrew. She was just really sad, just turning it in on herself.
Grief is a lifelong process. It is something that transforms our norm. We're never the same after we lose somebody that we love and adore. I advise clients, even just regular people, when it comes to grief, don't box it in. Don't put a time limit on it. Don't feel like it has to look like somebody else's grief. Your relationship with that person is your own, and it needs to flow the way it needs to for you.
Between the ages of 12 and 14, I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, and that was a really hard time, especially growing up in the pandemic. After my 13th birthday was whenever the stress got really bad, especially going through puberty and there being bullies and being bullied online for things like the things that my brother was in prison for. I used to cut myself and burn myself, and then I would go on social media, and these accounts, they would tell me, oh, it's okay because it's helping you. If you're going through this, it's okay to do that because it's helping you. So it was just, they were provoking it.
Unfortunately, social media will negatively influence teens and adults to believe that something that is not okay is okay. An example of that is when we're talking about self-harm. If someone's saying that self-harm is healing, we have to, first and foremost, see exactly what their source is. Who is this person? And what is their profession? Because sometimes it's just their opinion. It is a release maybe for them, but they can negatively be impacting someone else because technically speaking, psychologically speaking, it is not a healing thing. It is the deflection. It is harm. It's called self-harm for a reason.
When I found out, I talked to her and explained to her that I used to do the same thing. We physically share our scars.
And I just knew that I had to stop. I had to find something new to be able to help me because I didn't want to hurt the people around me more. I didn't get into therapy until I was 14. And at the time, like being younger, 12, 13, I didn't want to go into therapy because I didn't want to be put on medicine. My older sister was put on medicine for depression and anxiety, and like watching her go through the stages of not wanting to get out of bed and feeling like a zombie. So I was scared to want to have help. I was scared to ask for help because I didn't want to feel like a zombie. I already felt like that every day, you know? So it was really scary going into therapy, but whenever I did, it took a couple case managers, a couple different people to talk to really be able to open up.
I've watched Rain go from having 3 or 4 panic attacks a day to maybe once every couple of weeks or once a month. She's been on the basketball team, and I know that that was amazing for her because it gave her an outlet to just be a kid.
My mom helped me more than anything. My mom is my world. Like, I don't know where I would be without my mom. Today, I'm good. Basketball has really helped me. I've found support systems, friends, you know. I have outlets, like I go to my notes and I go play basketball. I go on runs. You know, so it's really, I've came a long way, especially since moving to South Carolina. The advice that I would give is surround yourself with people that care about you. Surround yourself with people that will be there for you and not judge you for anything you're going through. Talk to people. Don't be scared to ask for help, and you will make it through.